everyone. I'm Congressman Kweisi Mfume, and it is a real honor and a privilege to join the United Food Commercial Workers International Union for your Black History Month program. This year's theme, Stronger Than Ever, could not be more fitting. The COVID-19 crisis has taught us a lot, but one of the things it's really underscored is just how essential you, our frontline workers, are and have been. From grocery clerks to healthcare to meat packing to manufacturing plants, you've reminded us of where our food comes from and the work that's required to get it to the plants and to the supermarkets and to the pharmacy counters, stocked and strong. The collective strength of the 1.3 million UFCW members has helped to move mountains during the darkest days of the pandemic. As we know, even now, as vaccines are being distributed, you continue to help meet the extraordinary demands and the expectations that we as a society place on you every day. So for this, I am eternally thankful, and I know so many other Americans also are. It's not lost on me just how much you've risked to stock shelves, to care for the sick, to support your own families, support the communities. The human cost of this deadly pandemic cannot be ignored. And so to the friends and colleagues of UFCW members who lost family members to COVID-19, I am thinking of you during these difficult times, and I am still praying for your peace and for your comfort. The dedication and the courage you've demonstrated is clearly worthy of our deepest gratitude and certainly worthy of our admiration. And so, in addition to honoring your service today, I also want to take a moment to lift up this organization for its commitment to racial justice, both in the past and in the present. UFCW has had a long history of standing in solidarity with activists in the fight for social and economic justice. And just as you've done today, you continue to remind all of us of the many ways that African American leaders have been instrumental in that fight for fair wages and the freedom to organize. And so whether it was UFCW's own Addie Wyatt and her fight for women's equality, or United Packing House Workers of America's Russell Lasley and his fight against housing discrimination, it is important to remember the Black labor activists who've been at the forefront of social and political change. And while we've seen a lot of progress over the last 60 years, you know and I know that we are still struggling with systemic racism and inequality. Dismantling these systems will require time and they will require effort, our efforts. One of the most important acts we can take right now is to ensure that we are putting essential workers first by protecting those workers on the front lines. Millions of Americans, many of whom are people of color, immigrants, and low-wage workers, along with others, continue to put their lives on the line to keep our society functioning. And so I stand happily with the Biden administration and I support the president's plan to increase further funding for COVID testing and for vaccines. And I also support measures to expand sick leave and implement retroactive ongoing hazardous pay for frontline grocery and retail workers. You, all of you, have sacrificed so much to keep our lives running during this pandemic. And as your partner in government, I pledge I will fight to ensure that you are compensated for those risks that you took. While COVID-19 has shaken the foundations of our world, I have no doubt that we will emerge from this so much stronger and so much more together. To our meat cutters, our pharmacy techs, our sales associates, all of those of the UFCW family, thank you for your commitment to sharing Black history and your efforts in creating a more equitable future for all workers. I am grateful for your partnership and the sacrifices that you made and have made each and every day. Thank you so much. Congratulations.